My gorgeous Aquarians out there, how you guys doing? You actually have two spirit animals that wanted to come through for you guys this week. So one is the raccoon, the other is the fire ant. So both of these do speak a little bit. Let's break it up a little bit. So the raccoon can represent a little bit of a problem with your self-image. Um, it's kind of about hiding behind a mask. Now, this doesn't have to be you, by the way. So if it does not fit with you, but it fits somebody around you, then it's still your reading here. But there could be a little bit of hiding behind an image and a little bit of issues when it comes down to your self-image, your self-worth, maybe. And it could be a little bit of hiding. And then fire ant coming through does speak a bit about gossip and blame going on. It does feel a little bit like drama, to be honest. So if that resonates with you, let's just see how the rest of the reading goes. One thing I picked up intuitively when these came out, like the raccoon could be you hiding, and the fire ant can really represent like conflict or competition going on externally. I feel like this is something that you are withdrawing from or hiding from. Let's just see how this comes up. All right, something really special. I've got something really special for you guys. So I'm just going to show you. I thought it's pretty cool. I got a new setup, guys. How cool is this? Right, you guys get a table view as well. So let's see. Please, my lovely spirit guides, give me a message, please, for Aquarius this week. What is something they need to hear the most? Chaos and conflict. Wow, that does not surprise me. Let's pull the rest of your cards out, then we'll dive right deep into it. But the chaos and conflict, it really does feel like it's externally, that this is where it's going on. Now, the good thing about the card is about really kind of having a new identity because of this. It does come with the message of it's not happening to you, it's happening for you in a way. So this could be a really good time to reflect on what is this conflict or chaos teaching you? What is it trying to pull apart from you? And I'll explain that in a second because the imagery on that card is super important. And then you have strategy coming through. So some of you might need a strategy moving forward, whether it's to remove yourself from maybe a toxic environment, or whether it's about, you know, you shining bright, and that's something that they wanted you to step into here. You have forgiveness. All right. It's about finding peace with the situation, workaholic, and expansion. So in your career, there definitely is some expansion going on. That could be what the strategy is about. All right. Really planning ahead when it comes down to your career, to your future, to finding something that you're passionate about, and a need for forgiveness. For Aquarius, please. You have the I am affirmation, low batteries, and fear. Something that you're fearful of. All right, let's speak about this first, and then we will dive into the rest of your tarot reading. So chaos and conflict. Now, the reason why the imagery is so important, because every time this comes up, it does feel like an external layer is being removed from you. That's what the conflict is about. So regardless of what's going on in your life, it feels like it's breaking down a wall that you had, and that's helping you to discover something about yourself that maybe you didn't realize before. And it does kind of align with that raccoon energy. This is about having like an alter ego or hiding behind a mask, like a different personality here. So whatever is going on around you, it's almost trying to get you out of the raccoon energy. It's trying to get you out of hiding your true authentic self and not needing to rely behind a different persona. Okay. So that you can really fully align to yourself here. All right, then you have strategy. All right, this says journal log here. So this is really about getting clear on where it is that you want to go moving forward, Aquarius. And it's time to build a strategy. It's time to build some steps, to understand the steps at least moving forward. Now, you do have forgiveness, and this one is always a difficult one to come up because it's a hard one and one that takes some time. So just be mindful of that. No one's calling for you to forgive this week, especially because you're still kind of going through this discovery of self and the chaos and the conflict that's going on around you. But forgiveness is about understanding the lesson behind it. And really, actually, even more so than that, I want you to understand the lesson behind it because that's come up in the reading. But forgiveness is really about releasing those feelings that may be blocking you from moving forward. If this is a past event, or even if it's present, I guess it's really just about reminding ourselves that holding feelings like anger, resentment, gossiping about people, or stewing on a specific person or situation, which is what the fire ant represents as well, is only really hurting yourself. All right, so there is a need for forgiveness this week. But you don't have to. You don't have to do anything of what I say, Aquarius, if that triggers you. All right, you then have a workaholic here. So I kind of like the workaholic card, and it's not just because I'm an earth sign, but if you're really passionate about something and it is making you want to, do it more, then that's fine, as long as you're not, sabotaging your health or other areas of your life. As long as you have a good work-life balance, I think it's fine. And then you have expansion, so things are getting bigger. Okay, this could be good again if in terms of your career, especially if some of you are like an artist or you have your own business or just looking to grow in your life. This is a really good combination of cards that say absolutely work on the strategy. All right, you then have I am in the Let Go Flow deck, and this says self-reflection is needed, personal responsibility, your world is your reflection. So similar to chaos and conflict, it's asking you to reflect on what's going on around you, and is there something that is teaching you about your inner self here? Okay, you then have low battery, some of you need a break. Okay, fuel needed, fill up your own cup and relax there. So some of you need to, again, take some time out away from wherever the chaos and conflict is, so you can go within and fill up your own cup here. And then you have fear. So there could be a little bit of fear going on here. This is everything you want is on the other side of fear. Fear comes up to be let go. And most of the time, like, I feel like with the fear card, it does feel almost like it's coming outside the comfort zone. And again, if some of you it's about shining bright, for some of you it's really about kind of pushing past this protective layer of yourself and being maybe open and vulnerable about who you are and what you are feeling called towards doing, all right, in your life. Specifically, it does feel like career, but let's see in your tarot cards. Oop, let's just quickly fix that. Sorry, I didn't know actually why it does that. It usually does it like it's on a timer for 30 minutes because I can't change. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's see. My lovely Aquarians, please Spirit, let's get some cards out for them. Let's see. Justice. Okay, could be dealing with some legal situations here. Queen of Pentacles is good. It's about focusing on your money. Definitely seeing you planning, prepping, being quite busy to make more. Six of Cups reversed is an interesting one. The Emperor in the middle of your reading. This is all about taking control of your life, especially for those of you who again are entrepreneurs, or you have your own business, or it's just about building your legacy. Amazing cards coming through. We will clarify these as well. In fact, I might just do that now. Let's see. So the only one reversed is the Six of Cups, which is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of your past, all right, childhood maybe even as well. So it's in reverse. So maybe you're reflecting on some negative memories, or there are some negative people in your life, okay, or this is something that you're moving away from and forgiving, which is, again, is good. But let's see what the clarifiers have to say. King of Pentacles. So if you are expecting some sort of legal situation to pay out for you, or maybe it's a contract with somebody, it does look like there is some really good outcome to that. It does feel like justice is happening for you this week, and again, something will be made fair. Six of Cups reversed. Queen of Wands could be a person here. You could also be bringing an old dream to life here. That's what it feels like too. And stepping back into a creative version of yourself that maybe you once had, but maybe lost throughout the years or throughout some time. Okie dokie. Let's break this up one by one. Let's see. So we already kind of spoke about this. You could also be working with somebody, in a legal agreement, or I don't know, a contract with somebody who could be helping you to build a strategy when it comes down to your finances, like an accountant, for example, or a financial consultant. I don't know. But this does feel good in terms of building on your stability, actually, or maybe having a partnership here, in an equal partnership with somebody who, again, is going to help you towards your stability. It's a loyal companion. So this area of your life looks good. It does look like it's quite good in terms of your finances, at least, and your work life. You then have the Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands as well. So Regardless of who you are here, I mean, we do have King and Queen of Pentacles, so there could be a relationship, a spark happening here with that Ace of Wands. You could be moving with a loved one, for example, with this combination as well. But the Ace of Wands is a brand new idea, okay? And it could be an idea on how to expand your finances or expand the things that you have currently that build your foundation, right? King and Queen of Pentacles anyway, about your foundation, your stability, it's your material success. So this looks very good in that area. So whatever you're doing to work on that, to have new ideas, to have a new beginning in that area, and legal situations or any kind of justice in that area of your life, it looks good. You then have, sorry, my voice is still warming up. The Two of Pentacles, which is my multitasking card, is like balancing, trying to get things into balance, trying to work on a lot of things. And because you have workaholic, there is a lot that you're really focusing on and fixating on. The Three of Wands is like, in time, the results are going to come to you. All right, but it's almost like you're still having to juggle something and you're waiting for, okay, and I'm getting another message as well. You're doing the kind of juggling and multitasking and working on something, and the Three of Wands is that waiting for your steps to come in, right? It's waiting for the results to come in. So it does feel like it might take a little bit of time, but it feels like you're doing the right work. Now, for some of you, if it's a decision that you need to make, but you're waiting, I would say it's a good time to make it this week. All right. It's a good time to just ask yourself, what are you actually waiting for? All right. You then have the Six of Cups reversed and the Queen of Wands. So again, Six of Cups being about nostalgia and old memories, old people. All right, the Queen of Wands. Some of you, this may mean that maybe there's a friend or a family member or somebody around you where there isn't a lot of like equal exchange, because Six of Cups can be, it's an equal exchange between, people. Okay, it's like a mutual emotions and feelings. This could be that maybe you discovered that somebody doesn't care about you as much as you care about them, and maybe their actions are showing it here. For others of you, the way that I see this as well is that maybe an old person is coming up. Queen of Wands could be who this person is. And for others of you, it does feel like an old dream is coming into your reality. So there's a lot of different messages coming in with that here. In the middle of your reading, the Emperor and the Knight of Wands comes through for you. So this is calling for you to have fun this week too. Know when to take control and to be disciplined, because the Emperor is pretty much that. All right, it's very much in order, everything is in control. He's making, very big decisions. But the Knight of Wands is also about having fun, and also for you guys as well. Don't be afraid to be the learner. Just as much as you may be experiencing some things, it might be something that you could really benefit from learning, or by letting your hair down a little bit this week could also be important. Just like we said with workaholic, make sure you're also having fun, because that's what the Knight of Wands really represents. It's adventure seeking. All right, it could be travel as well, but also it does align with expansion, because it's 9th house energy, which is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion. So again, it does feel responsibilities could also be expanding for you guys too. This is like branching out. I don't know. There's other things that maybe you're trying to bring into the foundation, which makes sense. You're branching out in whatever area of your life. Feels maybe new hobbies, learning new things, whatever it is in your life, it feels good. You then have the Page of Wands with the Three of Cups. So that's where the gossip is, to be honest, because we did have it with the Fire Ant. If you saw it over here, this was a card of like stewing on something, gossiping and blaming here. So, you could be hearing about something to do with that this week, to do with a friendship or some sort of social group, because the Three of Cups is that. But also that does come up as a good message for some of you, that there could be some kind of celebration this week that you're hearing about. All right, and maybe celebrating with some friends. Even if it's not your accomplishment, somebody else could be celebrating something this week, which calls for an outing, apparently. Right, the next thing that you have over here is the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. I love this combination. Again, Nine of Pentacles really is a good card for finances. So you're building on that, working on that, which is amazing. The Empress is all about attracting and not chasing. She knows her worth. She knows what she is deserving of in her lifetime. So she knows that it will come to her. And in the meantime, this is about kind of really working on your independence, your self-love, your calm, your peace. Usually in the Nine of Pentacles, it's not on this card, but there usually is a snail at the bottom. And I always feel like this card is really about taking your time in nature, or taking your time within yourself and really sitting with yourself. So if you need that, this could be a really good place where you grow and get more connected to your self-love, which we did have over here. If I move the thing over here with the low batteries, you need to fill up your own cup. So this area is about you bringing something to life, okay? Whether it's a new version of yourself, knowing your worth, knowing your beauty inside and out. But she's usually pregnant, which you can see here, which again represents that maybe you are bringing something to life here. There will be a new beginning. Speaking of new beginnings, you have the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. So this is about moving on. And actually, some of you could be relocating, or there is some travel here that might spark a new idea. But overall, a new passion is coming into your life, and you are moving away from things that, again, may have troubled you in the past. This week, you might feel a little bit anxious when it comes down to connections with people. Maybe that's where forgiveness could be needed, because the way that you're seeing things. Now, you might be feeling quite trapped when it comes down to conversations with people, connections with people. I guess this will resonate very differently depending on your situation. Like if you're in a relationship and you feel stuck in it, this is a really good reminder that, the way that she perceives herself is way more stuck than she actually is. There's always a way through or out of a situation, okay? The first step, though, is taking the blindfold off and stop telling yourself that you're stuck. It's about, okay, keep your eyes open and get ready for seeing where the opportunity is to leave a situation if necessary, okay? For others of you, of course, this is really maybe about future connections, or maybe a certain somebody that maybe you feel a little bit like afraid of opening up to, or there's some anxieties on your mind. The Two of Cups does represent soulmates and love. So it does feel like a good connection, okay? And I think that this is really just a reminder to come out of your head a little bit with this situation. I feel like everything is going to be fine. All right, my angels, that's what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Let me know what you guys think about the setup. But apart from all of that, I hope this has resonated with those who it needs to. And I hope to hear from you guys. Well, I hope to see you guys in the next video. All right.